Welcome back, everybody. More meat in HD, as you can see. Today we're going to be cooking some New York strips. We've allowed them to sit up to where they're at room temperature. Instead of a marinade like we did last time, we're just going to run a dry rub. Use just a little bit of olive oil. Get some olive oil on those steaks. Alrighty. I'm going to rub down that raw meat. It's like it needs to be. Take a little bit of kosher salt. Get that on there all salty like. Same thing on this side. Alright, olive oil, salt, we got crushed black pepper, run that on there like so.
Alright, so for the after cooking, we can put a little bit of garlic butter on top of the steaks to give it that extra little yum factor. So what I've done is I've added some parsley, fresh garlic, some butter, and a little bit of kosher salt, so that afterwards, after they're all cooked and everything's said and done, you pour a little bit of this over there. Yummylicious.
Normally I have a beer while I'm getting ready to do my grilling. I'm all out of beer. But I'll tell you one thing I do have, and that's some good old Georgia moonshine, White Lightning. Take a little sip of this while we're waiting on our grill to warm up. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. That's it. Stuff will make you go blind. While we're waiting on the grill to warm up, I'll show you guys how to look and see if you've got good moonshine or not. Best way to do it, make sure the lid is tight on it. Give it a spin in a circular motion to make yourself a vortex. Turn it upside down, and there should be very few bubbles in it. Alright? That's how you tell. Not bad moonshine. I've had this a while. Alright. We're going to throw some steaks on the fire in a minute. For a New York strip, you want to have your fire roughly around 450 to 550 degrees. I'm just going to lay them on there, and I'll move the camera angle in a moment. Let those get a nice searing on them. We're going to close it and let them cook about 4 minutes. Alright, before I close the grill, I'm going to take our butter that Brandy put together earlier. Since it's in a ramekin that's oven safe, we're just going to lay it over there and let that melt. Alright, it's getting a little dark here, people. You're going to have to bear with me on this. I've let the steaks cook about 4 minutes. Going to flip them. You don't ever want to puncture the steak for obvious reasons. You want to seal in all those juices. New York strip is not a bad cut of meat. You just want to obviously prepare it properly. Got us a little nighttime grilling action going on. some meat and fire, just like I like to see it. I'm going to go ahead and pull these steaks. Oh yeah. And we'll cut a few, take a bite. We just pulled our New York strips off of the grill. We got a dry rub. Put a little bit of buttery goodness on each one of them. They're still very juicy, just like they're supposed to be. And melt in your mouth good. You can always just go with some just regular good old butter if you want to. But we got a little concoction here. Brandy told you about earlier. That's a dang good setup. Alright, and I got more if anybody wants more. Alright, let's cut into one and see how they look. What's this big one here? Oh yeah. Here, babe. How's that?
Delicious.
Good, isn't it? It's a nice piece of steak you got there. What you got there? Look at that. Hang on. Hold it still. Turn a little bit. Yeah. Look at that dripping meat. Alright.
Bomb food.
Was that scrumptious?
Mm-hmm.